$3,000 off any item on your purchase.
And I am seeing the crowd outside, and they're very, very eager to come inside. So I suppose they're going to open the doors in the next couple of seconds. And oh my gosh, the doors have opened, and the crowds are coming in this morning to shop till they drop at Standards this morning. And we just want to say happy Black Friday to all of you guys. Come on down to Standards. What kind of discounts and bargains can people expect today?
No, listen, it's buy one get one free at the station up on that side. That is where everybody running to right now. We have a combo here, 50% off. Listen, it's offers like that. Things to look out for. The TVs. I see people grabbing TVs on that side there. Just watch now. I think you should get down here now.
Right, it's your time to run on down to Standards to bag your bargain today for their Black Friday sale. Of course, the excitement will continue here in store this morning. And of course, we have to have conversations and discussions as per usual. But before we get into all of that, we have to head on over to the news in 90 seconds.
(2024). Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley announced that the government has accepted the Salary Review Commission's recommendation for salary increases for various public officials, including the Prime Minister. Despite public and political opposition, including from the opposition leader Kamala Persad-Bissessar, who pledged not to accept the increase, Rowley defended the recommendations as fair compensation for the country's mismanagement structure. He emphasized that the SRC conducted thorough work over 9 years and maintained that recommendations were reasonable. While acknowledging public dissatisfaction due to economic conditions, Rowley suggested it might help if SRC members explained their decisions publicly. Up next, in a post-cabinet media briefing yesterday, the Prime Minister addressed concerns about the operations of the Registrar General's office in Tobago, denying claims by the Chief Secretary in a media briefing that the central government is deliberately reducing Tobago's autonomy. He acknowledged that the issue has come about a second time due to individual interruptions of the law rather than the government's policy. However, to resolve this issue, the Prime Minister instructed the Attorney General to review the matter, engage with the Registrar General, and ensure Tobago's interests are protected from personal biases or preferences. And finally, opposition leader Kamala Persad-Bissessar slammed Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley for accepting the Salary Review Commission's proposed salary increase, calling him tone-deaf and accusing him of prioritizing self-interest over citizens' struggle with crime, high living costs, and poor health care. She criticized his government for economic mismanagement, lack of accountability, and failure to address pressing national issues. Persad-Bissessar reiterated her opposition to salary increases for politicians, advocating instead for better pay for judicial officers and public servants. She pledged that a united National Congress government would focus on accountability, citizens' welfare, and national prosperity. And that was your news in 90 seconds.
Thank you, Bianca, for our news here in 90 seconds. I mean, of course, we're down here at Standards this morning.
Yes, Adam.
And the doors were just open at 7 a.m. and we saw the crowds coming in this morning, of course, to get their bargains for the Black Friday sale. I mean, 50% off, buy one, get one free. Yes. Are you shopping today, Bianca?
Yes, I've tried to catch in on the sale today, Adana.
Yes, and for me, it's especially the buy one, get one free. I think that's on these mini appliances on the side there. So, of course, after we wrap the interview this morning, we have to take a look to see what is happening because we too want to benefit, right?
Yes.
And, you know, I'm so surprised to see, I mean, as early as 6:30, 6 o'clock, people were already outside.
Yes,
waiting to catch these bargains. I mean, it's a steal of a deal, and it only happens once a year. I mean, there are other sales during the year, but the Black Friday sales are usually...
But the thing about it is, it's not only today their sales started, you know, it came all the way from the 13th all the way down to Black Friday.
Yeah,
so that was really great.
Each day, you know, to culminate with this grand sale today. So, you know, come on down to Standards this morning to get your deals. You never can tell what you might find in store today. I might give you a sneak peek. If I find anything, I might let you know what's happening. But definitely deals are happening here this morning. So Bianca, thank you so much for being on set with us this morning. And I know you were consistent throughout the week. That was our word for this week, consistency. And I know you were consistent. And so I do hope you have a wonderful weekend, whatever you do. And we're heading on into December. Can you imagine when we come back to work on Monday, when we come back in studio, we are going to be in December. So whatever you do, have a wonderful weekend and stay safe. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of the morning where we celebrate with those who are celebrating. It's time for our birthday shout-out. Who are we celebrating with this morning? Our first birthday celebrant this morning is Miss Joyce Leslie. Miss Joyce Leslie celebrating her birthday today, and we want to say happy birthday to you. We pray God's blessings upon your life, and we do hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful birthday. Brittany Johnson is up next, and she's also celebrating her birthday. And Brittany, we want to say happy birthday to you. We pray God's blessings upon your life, and we do hope that you have an absolutely wonderful birthday. And of course, if you are celebrating a birthday, you're celebrating an anniversary, a promotion, or maybe your retirement, we want to join in the celebration with you. So we say congratulations and happy celebration to you. But remember to put God first. Invite him in your celebrations, and perhaps you might have more things to celebrate. Not perhaps, in fact, I can assure you that once you invite him in, you will have more things to celebrate. Remember, we're here at Standards Distributors this morning, and they have their Black Friday sale ongoing. The doors opened at 7 a.m. The crowds are already here, and they are highly anticipating to bag some bargains today, some deals today. So you might want to come on down to see what you can get, what you can, find those massive savings. And earlier we were speaking with the supervisor, Jan Campbell, and she was telling us about some items are 50% off, some items are buy one, get one free, so you don't want to miss out on that. We have a lovely show lined up for you this morning. We're going to be talking about women in agriculture. We're going to be talking about sports. And of course, we are going to have more conversations about what's happening right here at Standards Distributors in Trinidad and Tobago. So do stay with us as you're continuing our viewing this morning, whether you're viewing on our Facebook live stream, on our YouTube channel, or on Amplia 102. We say thank you so much for staying with us. Come on down to Standards and see us in person, of course, this morning. But in the meantime, if you can't get here, we want to invite you to help us. Share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be right back.
Standards Black Friday deal starts now with 35% off select television, 30% off select appliances, 25% off Christmas decor, 15% off select divans, 20% off select furniture, and you can shop in store and online. Standards Black Friday deal. Nobody beats us on price. Believe it.
Chocolate and mud, Juve, Tobago, time to get dirty in the mall. Sunday 1st of December from 5 a.m. to 12 noon. The biggest Juve after Tobago Carnival is here. Chocolate and mud Juve. We headed to the Little Estate from 5 a.m. to 12 noon. Hey, and the cast Tobago biggest set of DJs coming out. Mad Manish and Father, hey, they come in. King Legal, 3D and Snoopy, DJ Matty, yo, your boy Poison Song and Chucky, we come in. And yes, performing live Tobago 2024 Soca Monarch Champion. First, once you're the king, we must have the queen, Queen Adana. And the Fine King Ding Dong. Toasting, organize your whole crew and get them tickets. Yo, check out islandetickets.com. Milford 24 gas station. Winwood Meat Shop, Lost Restaurant and Bar, and Division of Food Security. So Tobago, now what's going on? Come dirty and feel sweet. It's chocolate and real mud. The biggest Juve party after Carnival is here. Sunday, December 1st. Chocolate and mud, Juve. Hey, Tobago. This one nice.
Get ready, Tobago. Tobago Day 2024 is quickly approaching. Celebrate with us. Here's the schedule of activities. November 22nd and 23rd, Tobago Day launch and motorcade. November 16th to December 8th, Battle of the Cards. November 29th, Interdivision Triathlon 5 a.m. at Buku Integrated Facility. November 30th, THA Sports and Family Day 6 p.m. Buku Integrated Facility. Celebrate with us on December 1st at the Chocolate and Mud Juve 5 a.m. to 12 noon at Lure Coco Estate in Goldsboro. On December 4th, we give thanks with a Thanksgiving service from 9 a.m. at Lambo Church of God. 6:30 p.m. Tobago Day Awards. December 5th, Youth Plenary at 1:30 p.m. at the Assembly Legislature. December 6th, Chief Secretary's Arts Competition and Prize-Giving Ceremony. December 14th, Tobago Fashion First, Opulence Enhanced, 6:30 p.m., Magdalena Grand Beach and Golf Resorts. Tobago Day, push for progress, 44 in 24.
Please be advised that the date and venue for the Tobago Day Thanksgiving service have been changed to Thursday, December 19th at the Shore Park Complex. Start time 9 a.m. Come give thanks with us as we continue our Tobago Day celebration. Please be advised that
unwrap the magic of Christmas and have the best Christmas ever with a Christmas Wishes loan from Bethel Credit Union.
Up to 20,000 can be yours, so you can take care of all those Christmas expenses. You could even pay off all your debts and your credit card.
Come on down to where we make wishes come through, because we see you
at BCU.
Visit any of our offices today at 31 Bethlehem Road, Bethel, Tobago, or Mount Mary Lower, Scarborough, Tobago.
You can contact us at 639-8226-660-7358 or 631-1336.
Normal lending criteria apply. Think, plan, save with Bethel Credit Union. Because we see you at BCU. We see you at BCU. Come on down, get a loan or two, cause we see you this Christmas at BCU.
The future of farming is here. The Tobago Agritech Summit 2024 is happening December 1st to 3rd at the Shore Park Complex. With climate change reshaping our agriculture, it's time to adapt. Discover the latest in farming and fishing technology, sustainable practices, and innovative solutions. Get inspired by industry leaders, cutting-edge tools, and hands-on experiences. Tickets and more info at tags.gov.tt or follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Tobago Agritech.
Want to get better? Where to start? What kind of exercise to do? What to eat? How to get restful sleep? Need a doctor to search for root cause? Look no further. Come to Majuba Hill Lifestyle Center Foundation at our Wellness Center in Goodwood, or Food Hub in Darrow Springs, Scarborough, or Doctor's Office in Goodwood and Darrow Spring. Contact 49 Swift 4979 438.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Welcome back to the morning show here on Tobago Updates Television. We're coming to you live, not from the Port Mall this morning, but from Standards Distributors here in Canaan, Tobago. We're on the outside, but we're inside Standards this morning as they celebrate their Black Friday sale. And I'm here with Supervisor Jeanne Campbell, and she's going to tell us a little bit more about what's happening in store and where you can expect to find savings this morning, the types of items that are on sale, and the reductions that you can expect. So Jeanne, tell us.
Hi, definitely. So our top mount refrigerators, 20% off. We still have 20% off our gas ranges. We have our coil top electric stoves. Those are also 20% off. We have up to 60% off on our furniture. Listen, this is a bargain. It's a bargain to finish your house this Christmas. I'm talking refrigerators dropping low as $18.95. Listen, it's something to definitely look out for, right? We have the televisions also at the back of me, also on sale. They are going really quickly. Listen, come on down here now.
And when you're talking about furniture, 60% off, I mean, 60% off is a big number.
Definitely.
More than 50%. And when you're thinking about a sofa that costs, let's say, $12,000, you're getting it for less than $5,000.
Definitely.
You know, and of course, It's a deal, it's a bargain.
It's a steal
And
of
I'm
a
looking
deal.
at all the customers who are in store, I mean, flocking to the buy one, get one,
One free,
area.
exactly.
I saw some customers with paintings and artworks and all different types of stuff here in studio I almost said in studio, in the store this morning. And if you look around, you see people by the bed. There are also Christmas decorations on sale as well.
Yes, they are. And listen, I heard you mention the bedding area. Now the beds are actually 65% off. Some of them, not all. So listen, the people in that area is a steal of a deal, and they must get the item to leave the store today, because some of them not even leaving without the item. Come on.
I totally understand. And as I said, as soon as I wrap the show this morning, guys, guess where I'll be? Of course, I'll probably check the buy one, get one free area first, because a girl loves a good deal, right? But of course, when they're talking about 65% off on some of your items, that also is a wonderful, wonderful sale. So I do hope that people continue to come on down. I know the traffic will build up as the day progresses. I think the last year, if I can recall, the traffic was so much just hectic, to get in here. I came in for my shift this morning and I couldn't find a park. I know you don't have much parking space, but that's to tell you that people were lined up on the outside to come in this morning. If you were to rate a specific item or a group of items, which one would you say is the biggest bargain that you can bag today? Would it be furniture? Would it be beds? Would it be appliances? Would it be television? What would you say is your biggest bargain today?
Our biggest bargain today, I would say, is the televisions. Listen, people flocking for the 85-inch television that you're getting at for $5,000. Come on, what are you waiting on?
That's right. 85-inch television for $5,000.
What are you
waiting on? Today is the perfect day to maximize on these bargains today. So we say, come on down to Standards, have a look around. Even if you're not buying, look around. But you might be tempted to buy, just in case. You might find something that you didn't think of that you might have needed for your home, and you might find it right here at Standards. Jay, what else do you want to tell our viewers this morning?
This morning, I want to also tell our viewers that even though we don't have you, even though you're not coming to purchase cash, you could also purchase on credit with the same bargains. Listen, we have things for everybody store-wide.
Right, and of course, everybody benefits, cash or credit, everybody benefits. So come on down to Standards this morning and enjoy all that is in store. Get your bargains, get your savings, and of course, walk away with your merchandise at a steal of a deal. We have to go for a short break, but of course, we're not going to leave you just like that. Of course, you're going to have eyes in the store to see what is happening here today. We're going to take you on the journey as we continue our programming here at Standards Distributors in Cane and Tobago. So you want to come on down? Probably get a bargain, buy a few things, even if it's just to feast your eyes. Come on down to Standards today and see what's happening. We're going to go for a short break, and in the meantime, we want you to help us
share the life, share the life, share the life.
We'll be right back.
thinking about spending Christmas in Tobago? Well, call us at Thorns Place. We are located at the hills of Scarborough, 5 minutes away from the port, with rooms starting at 200 TT. Call us now at 745-7306 or 682-8676. Follow us on Facebook. Check us out on Instagram. Message us on WhatsApp at Thorns Place. Your Christmas in Tobago will be even more special.
When the game is on, you don't want to miss the best moments. With Amplia TV, you can enjoy our ultimate sports package and watch your favorite games on the go. Stay connected and informed with sports news, scores, and stats with Amplia's fastest internet speeds. Up to 1 gigabyte fiber internet, you can stream riveting football action, cricket, NBA games, and much more. With Amplia, it's game on. Visit amplia.co.tt or call 800-4663. Amplia. Do more, live more.
Standards Black Friday deal starts now with 35% off select television, 30% off select appliances, 25% off Christmas decor, 15% off select divans, 20% off select furniture, and you can shop in store and online. Standards Black Friday deal. Nobody beats us on price. Believe it.
Attention members, now is your chance to double or even triple your dividend payment with no increase in your existing loan payment. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to boost your dividends effectively. Whether you're planning a vacation or simply looking to maximize your savings, we've got you covered. Call us today at 639-8226 or 631-1336. Message us on Facebook for more information. Hurry, this offer won't last long. Bethel Credit Union, because we see you at BCU. Get ready for Tobago Star Quest Next Level 2024. Join us for an unforgettable night of talent and excitement as Tobago Star Quest, in collaboration with Tobago Updates, presents the first semi-final on Thursday, November 14th, 2024, and the second semi-final on November 28th, 2024 at 7 p.m. at the Shore Park Complex. Celebrate the incredible talent from across Tobago's communities and witness a showcase like no other. Admission is just $50. Don't miss your chance to support the stars of tomorrow. See you there.
The future of farming is here. The Tobago Agritech Summit 2024 is happening December 1st to 3rd at the Shore Park Complex. With climate change reshaping our agriculture, it's time to adapt. Discover the latest in farming and fishing technology, sustainable practices, and innovative solutions. Get inspired by industry leaders, cutting-edge tools, and hands-on experiences. Tickets and more info at tags.gov.tt or follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Tobago Agritech.
So guys, there are some new developments in housing in Tobago. So it's goat racing time. This is 116, the show that keeps you in the know with all things Tobago House of Assembly. Each week, 116 delivers a fun and engaging overview of the latest developments, achievements, activities, and events of our dynamic assembly. So join me. Let's dive into the Tobago House of Assembly's Week in Review right here on 116.
Rotisserie, mouth-watering fries, salads, combos, and specials galore. Feeling for something to eat? Come and see. Our rotisserie is seasoned to the T. Kicking chicken, masala, and jerk roast. Crispy fries made from scratch. Who do you know can beat that? Or salads freshly cut and packed. When you taste it, you'll be wanting to come back. So come check us out on number 2 Robinson Street, Uptown Scarborough, Tobago. We open on Saturday nights from 7:30 to 11:30 p.m. Monday to Thursday, we're open from 10 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. and on Friday, 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us at 772-7443 and all social media handles at The Rotisserie Factory.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning. Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Welcome back to the morning show here on Tobago Updates Television. It is Friday 29th November 2024. I'm coming to you live, not from the Port Mall this morning, but we're here at Standards Distributors. As you know, they have their Black Friday sale ongoing today with savings as much as 50 or 60 or even 65% off on some items. But we're going to switch gears a little bit this morning. We're going to get into a conversation that is very, very important in our local space, and not just our local space, regional spaces and international spaces as well, as we speak about women in agriculture this morning, a very, very important topic. And with me, I have this morning Assemblyman Natisha Charles Panton, the most fitting person to talk on this topic this morning. And we're talking about the Women in Agriculture and Natural Resources Expo. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, Tobago. Good morning, Bagatelle.
Right, of course, certainly. And you know, we're talking about women in agriculture. Just yesterday, I was looking at social media and I saw an interview done there with one of the clients, and she is not necessarily producing food, but she's using agriculture in her produce. And you know, I didn't even think, I really did not connect the dots to think that agriculture has such a wide reach. And so I want to talk a little bit about the Expo, Women in Agriculture, and the type of impact that they're making where agriculture is concerned. The Expo is upcoming, and I saw it was mentioned on the World Food Day calendar. So kind of talk me through, you know, the connection between the Expo and the World Food Day calendar and where we are where that is concerned.
Okay, so good morning again. And let me tell you something about being a woman in charge of a division. You would have experienced that sort of, I wouldn't say it's a stigma, but when people listen to people in agriculture or even in forestry, you tend to think a male figure. Am I correct? Am I wrong?
Yeah.
All right.
Even growing up, I would think
Correct.
gardening and farming is really for men.
Correct. You always think it's a man doing it and women are not involved. And this is not an attempt to put anyone above each other, to put them above each other, but to actually highlight that women can do things as well. Yeah. So there are fisher folk who are women, there are foresters that are women, and there are agriculturists that are women. And, you know, it's my responsibility to think outside the box. I'll put it like that, because I know what I would have experienced, and I want to sort of bring some equity into the industry. And that is the reason for the women involved in Natural Resources and Agriculture Expo. It's really to expose the talents of the stakeholders. And as you said, not many people would know that you have
agricultural products involved in the production of the soaps, the creams, the oils. But I'll tell you something. I used to make coconut oil and sell. Right? Yeah, right. Jams, jellies, all sorts of things. And, you know, even though I'm qualified, I have a master's and all of that, but I just have a passion to make these things. And that was what the interview was about when you saw it online. She was expressing, you know, she's qualified in this area and the opportunities, it's not at your grasp. But she just embraced her passion. And it is what it's about. It's about embracing what you really and truly want to do. Yeah?
And you know how, in terms of women being involved in agriculture and making an impact in the industry, how important do you think it is for other women to kind of understand the measure of impact they can make, making agriculture a business, a lifestyle? Because when I was listening to the interview again, she specifically said that she chose products that are natural, right? And so I want to talk a little bit about the types of impact good agricultural practices can have, and when women get involved, the type of impact they can leave in their communities, societies in general.
Well, I'll tell you what impact these women left on me. Now, this is a very high stress job, and what soothes me is to wake up in the morning and sample the teas, totally natural. When I take my baths, totally natural products, and a lot of these stakeholders can attest to that. And I would buy them in bulk. That's how crazy it is, because it relaxes me. And that is the sort of impact we want to leave. Everything, I mean, to me, you have a lot of high stress jobs. And if you could experience what I experience when I use these products, you would see that it takes away somebody's stress, really and truly. And even in massages, if you go to the expo today, you will get a massage using products in agriculture and forestry. Yeah? So that is the sort of impact we want to leave. Now, that is the part where you're taking away the stress. But in terms of money, you can make money. It's a way to make money alternatively. Yeah? So even if you're a professional woman, nothing is wrong with you walking into your little basket in style, of course. And you know, you sell your products among your peers. Yeah, I encourage it at my division, right? We have a lot of women who make products. And I always say, don't forget the secretary. And they always remember me. Yes, you know, and I will purchase it. Not free, I will purchase it, right? So that is its a sort of impact. We want to let people know to embrace your passion, and that is what it was about, selling, you know, what you dream of, what you want to do. Yes, you could do, you know, fall within society and you know, the made up jobs and all of that. But what you really love doing, do it now. Yeah.
And you're talking about the expo, you're talking about teas, you're talking about skincare products and bath products. Tell us about the types of vendors that are going to be there today at the expo. Tell us where, time and place of the expo, and the type of vendors that are going to be there.
All right, so you'll have vendors doing food as well, right? But you'll have vendors doing the soaps, the creams, batik, what you call them, the massage oils, and some of them warming as well. Yeah. So you'll get a variety of even sandals, handbags, you know, but all you could see some sort of natural material inside of it. Yeah. Right. But I will encourage people, get your massage today. Yeah. Yes. Experience what the soaps are. There's Amira Lashley, she does some lovely soaps, and I tend to gravitate towards the charcoal soap, because, you know, the cleansing, you know, I feel like if I'm having a what you call it, a volcanic mud bath when I'm showering with the charcoal. Yeah. So you have so many types of soaps, and I'll tell you something, this is no made up thing. Anytime somebody thinks of me, is soap. Even yesterday, I got 3 packages of soap. Yeah. So come to the expo and see the creativity of the women. Yeah.
And what types of future plans does the division have in terms of support, encouraging and supporting women in agriculture? Because as we mentioned, it's a lucrative field. It's a field, of course, that have many benefits, both for the person involved and even the client who is purchasing the product. So what plans does the division have in terms of supporting these women and encouraging them?
Well,
To begin with, we would have launched the entire initiative earlier this year. And then from there, we brought the stakeholders, the agro-processors on board. We had a discussion with the heads, and then they reached out to their membership and also called on Tobago to increase the membership, because we discussed a suite of plans that we have upcoming, right? One that we would have already executed. I know BDU would traditionally give you loans for specific things. So we would have opened up that type of grant funding to them through the Division of Finance, right? Making the recommendations from the Division of Food Security so that they could have access to particular grants, and not only access to the grant, but we increase the amount, right, that they could get at a period of in a period of time. Yeah. So that was already done, right? So in going forward, it is just to ensure that the quality of the products, to ensure the quality, we have been working with ICA, right, all along. So that has been happening already, right? But once we have the standard, because remember, in the market, now your local thing, you are accustomed to, I could shake a little of this and put a hand and get it right. But when you're talking about marketing outside of Tobago, then you have certain standards. Right? Labeling is very important, because some people are allergic to some products as opposed to others. So that is why when you're talking about marketing, we have to work with them and bring them to a standard. There's the Louisdor processing facility, you know, where you used to get your hams and all these things. Right. So when I got in office, it was totally run down. The equipment all you can't be utilized. So we had to do over that whole process of configuring a facility to fit some of the agro-processors. So the tender, but it has been going on. Nobody has won the tender to fix the processing facility so far, but it will go out again. And once we get a contractor, then that building will be configured to support some of our agro-processors.
I mean, good support here for the agro-processors and the women who are, you know, getting involved in agri. Something you said earlier, it kind of, to me, ties back to the theme. Your theme this year, it's a science, it's a business. And when you were talking about measurements, I suppose, so tell us how you came up with that theme and the relevance of it and how it is, you know, used right now in this specific time that we're in, especially with innovation and, you know, all the types of things that's happening around agriculture now.
So we understood, and when I said we, remember I used to work with the division before, and a lot of what I was doing had a lot of scientific background to it. And the science isn't to say that, you know, what you're doing on your regular day-to-day isn't good enough, but sometimes the science solves problems. And I'll give you an example. We had Dwayne Dove, who owns the chocolate estate, right? He came to us, he was really in a panic. You know, he continues to have the issue with the birds, the parrots, the cockroaches, and he wanted the division to step in. And he said he would use the sleeves, and that is really to cover the cocoa so that the parrots wouldn't eat it. But the sleeving method is extremely expensive, and I believe the squirrels will bore holes into the sleeves. So we investigated into the space, meaning the Trinidad and Tobago space, and there was this creative person that was working on a machine to scare away the birds, using the same birds, right? Something from the vocal cord of the birds. And they created a whaler to experiment. Now, everybody was a little nervous about it because one thing about animals, they can adapt. Yeah? So what we did, instead of purchasing it under the division, because, you know, equal opportunity, once you purchase something for one person, you should be able to purchase it for all. So we wrote for grant funding under Digicel and Shell, and we bought 2 whalers. We put one at Dwayne Dove's estate and one at the Lure estate, which is under the division, where we have acres of cocoa. And to our surprise, we no longer have the parrot and cockroach problem.
Wow.
Yeah? So you see how important science is, right? So that is why the science in everything is important. It protects you, right? It gives a myriad of benefits.
And that is why I keep saying agriculture is a science and a business. Even as a farmer, even as a fisherman, record keeping would assist with the science, yeah? If you want to determine, you look at your trends over time in terms of fish catch, right? This will inform policy. This will inform the type of support you get, right? And a lot of stakeholders like to talk about compensation, but when you're talking about taxpayers' money, taxpayers like to know you're spending their money wisely, yeah? So that is why we now have the Agri-Tech Innovation Summit, where we're going to introduce stakeholders to the science, meaning the technologies that exist out there, so that when you have a farm or you have a vessel, then the insurance companies, the assembly, we will feel confident, because remember, we always monitor there by someone, that when you have a loss, then it is mapped, and then you can make a claim for something, right? But when you're working in, and then people like to say, well, you have an extension officer, let us sign off. But what prevents you and the extension officer from colluding? Yeah, that would be a question asked as well. People could politicize that. So if you have the science that proves, right, that you have certain things, then you could move towards improving, informing policy and improving the level of support you get. Not only from the assembly, because the assembly don't have much money, but also from independent companies like insurance agencies. Yeah? So that is why the science is important. And the business is important. Because listen, if you're a farmer, you're a businessman, you're an agro-processor, you're a forester, you're into forestry, you go to Republic Bank, because Republic Bank, they have millions of dollars to support the sector now. And you want to prove that you want to improve your business. You want some funding. You want to show you're a farmer or a fisher, part of the fisher folk community. But you have no data. You're not keeping any records. How do they know that if you take a loan, you're going to pay it back? And the sector is a tax-free sector. I don't know what people hide in.
I do want to come out, of course, and be a part of, it's a call really.
Yes.
So, I mean, in general, it's for women, but in general, anybody can be a part of the agriculture.
We just highlighted women today.
That's right. Be a part of it. It's lucrative. I mean, the support is there, the education is there. So, think about it. Have a conversation. You could even come to the division of food security and have the conversation there, and they will guide you as it will. In terms of the work today, tell us a little bit about today, time, place, and how people can get there.
So it starts at 10 and finishes 6. In Tobago, nothing finishes on time and nothing starts on time, right? But today it would start on time at 10, and if people continue to stay at the venue, it will go over 6. But if you go there, it would be just like the World Food Day experience, the horticulture experience. You will just see a lot more women today, right? And they would have produce, they would have what you call, food items, right? Anything that could be made out of agricultural produce, you will experience it there. And a massage, if you need to take a massage.
And that's happening at the food hub today, right?
Yes, it's happening at the food hub.
Guys, from 10 a.m. till, and enjoy all that is being prepared for you today by all the vendors who are there today. Soaps, body butters, massage oils. I mean, they're food vendors as well. We can't have an event without food. So all of them are going to be there.
Can I put in a plug for my chocolate and mud festival? So this Sunday, 5 o'clock. Guys, we have the Chocolate and Mud Festival at the Lower Great River, which is in Goldsboro. I'm sure you've been seeing all the adverts on the side of the road and on air. And it's mostly a culinary event. It starts off with the procession, the mud mass display, and then everything you could experience from cocoa, because it's a cocoa estate. You will experience it there, right? So it's a breakfast event. It will start at 5, end at midday. But I'm encouraging you, come out to all the culinary events, because these events are they are all to support vendors.
Absolutely, a very, very busy weekend in Tobago. If you ask me, so many events taking place there. So come on out and be part of all that's happening on the island of Tobago. We have to go for a short break before we continue conversations. I almost said in studio, we're here at Standards Distributors as they celebrate their Black Friday sale today. As we go for a break, of course, you can cast your eyes in the store and see what's happening in the background there. But in the meantime, help us to share the live. When we come back, Mr. Cricket, Marcus Daniel, will be here in studio, which is at the Standards Distributors.
Chocolate and mud, Juve, Tobago, got to get dirty in the mud. Sunday 1st of December from 5 a.m. to 12 noon. The biggest Juve after Tobago Carnival is here. Chocolate and mud Juve. We heading to the Little Estate from 5 a.m. to 12 noon. Hey, and the gas Tobago biggest set of DJs coming out. Mad Manish and Father, hey, they come in. King Legal, 3D and Snoopy, DJ Matty, yo, your boy Poison Song and Chucky, we come in. And he's performing live. Tobago 2024 Soca Monarch Champion. First! Once you're the king, we must have the queen. Queen Adana. And the Fine King Ding Dong. Toasting, organize your whole crew and get them tickets. Yo, check out islandetickets.com. Milford 24 gas station. When one meet shop, Lost Restaurant and Bar. And division of food security. So Tobago, now what's going on? Come dirty and feel sweet. It's chocolate and real mud. The biggest Juve party after Carnival is here. Sunday, December 1st. Chocolate and mud Juve. Hey, Tobago. This one nice.
Get ready, Tobago. Tobago Day 2024 is quickly approaching. Celebrate with us. Here's the schedule of activities. November 22nd and 23rd, Tobago Day launch and motorcade. November 16th to December 8th, Battle of the Cards. November 29th, Interdivision Triathlon 5 a.m. at Buku Integrated Facility. November 30th, THA Sports and Family Day 6 p.m. Buku Integrated Facility. Celebrate with us on December 1st at the Chocolate and Mud Juve 5 a.m. to 12 noon at Lure Coco Estate in Goldsboro. On December 4th, we give thanks with a Thanksgiving service from 9 a.m. at Lambo Church of God. 6:30 p.m. Tobago Day Awards. December 5th, Youth Plenary at 1:30 p.m. at the Assembly Legislature. December 6th, Chief Secretary's Art Competition and Prize Giving Ceremony. December 14th, Tobago Fashion First, Opulence Enhanced. 6:30 p.m. Magdalena Grand Beach and Golf Resorts. Tobago Day, push for progress. 44 in 24.
Please be advised that the date and venue for the Tobago Day Thanksgiving service have been changed to Thursday, December 19th at the Shore Park Complex. Start time 9 a.m. Come give thanks with us as we continue our Tobago Day celebration.
Standards Black Friday deal starts now with 35% off select television, 30% off select appliances, 25% off Christmas decor, 15% off select divans, 20% off select furniture, and you can shop in store and online. Standards Black Friday deal. Nobody beats us on price. Believe it.
Unwrap the magic of Christmas and have the best Christmas ever with a Christmas Wishes loan from Bethel Credit Union.
Up to 20,000 can be yours, so you can take care of all those Christmas expenses. You could even pay off all your debts and your credit card.
Come on down to where we make wishes come through, because we see you
at BCU.
Visit any of our offices today at 31 Bethlehem Road, Bethel, Tobago, or Mount Mary, Lower Scarborough, Tobago.
You can contact us at 639-8226-660-7358 or 631-1336.
Normal lending criteria apply. Think, plan, save with Bethel Credit Union. Because we see you at BCU. We see you at BCU. Come on down, get a loan or two, 'cause we see you this Christmas at BCU.
The future of farming is here. The Tobago Agritech Summit 2024 is happening December 1st to 3rd at the Shaw Park Complex. With climate change reshaping our agriculture, it's time to adapt. Discover the latest in farming and fishing technologies, sustainable practices, and innovative solutions. Get inspired by industry leaders, cutting-edge tools, and hands-on experiences. Tickets and more info at tags.gov.tt or follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Tobago Agritech.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Good morning, welcome back to Tobago Updates Television. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Of course, it's the sporting segment on the Tanka Dana, and of course, all those who would have been on this morning. But, you know, we're into the best segment
on a Friday morning. And we're down here at Standards, all about the Black Friday sale. I mean, in fact, last week I saw the same thing, you know, Tobago not broken with the bed earlier at all. But when I hear sale outside, but come down by Standards on Keenan, and I get all the stuff for Christmas. I mean, I don't take a look after. I have a discussion with some footballers here this morning. So it's all football this morning, and I have the president of the Tobago Football Association, have members of some teams that are going to be on show later on at the Dwight York Stadium. It's all about the FA Cup finals. It's taking place this afternoon or this evening at the Dwight York Stadium here in Tobago. And it's dubbed the Battle of the East versus the West, right? And I'm sure as a president of the Tobago Football Association, I mean, you would have, it couldn't have actually dreamt of a better finale in terms of getting a team from the East and a team from the West. Right, so I mean, Mr. Alfred, good morning, and I'm saying good morning to representative of the different teams here this morning. And I want to start with Mr. Alfred. I mean,
tell me about preparations for the finals today.
Well, preparations are well on course. When I leave here, I go to the stadium to do final touches in terms of the dressing rooms to ensure these guys, when they get there, they have no problems.
Right.
Of course, we will have some music for spectators as well. So we're thinking about everyone because we expect this afternoon to be a bumper crowd. The executive is really upbeat. We feel that we have a chance to get over 1,000 people in the stadium today because we know that the whole of Roxville is coming. And I received a call this morning that WIM is also going to be empty.
Right.
So we are asking people don't go into those communities.
So in terms of community size, right? Which community will be bigger? In terms of
if I have to look, Judge, I would think maybe Roxville might be a little bigger. But I believe the noise that will come from WIM will be just as loud. I'm expecting a really keen battle this afternoon because I think both teams like to play on the front foot. They're very positive going forward and they don't hold back anything. So we could have some goals this afternoon as well, and that would all be done good to the fans.
Talk about spectators. I mean, I saw the Tobago Premier League.
For the opening games, they said that they're going to a fan can walk away with a car. I mean, can we expect something like that in terms of spectators?
No, well, we don't have a car for the fans to walk away with, but we know they're coming with plenty cars, so they could drive away.
I mean, I went to football finals, so secondary schools, and I got on iPhone 15. We're going to win the Football Association.
You see how big the trophy is? We're making sure the winner walk away with something real big, real big. But there'll be some surprises. Just keep your fingers crossed. There'll be some surprises.
Okay. I will come to the teams. So we have Roxville Lakers in the blue corner, and we have Leeds in the black corner for today. But I mean, when it comes to the uniform, different colors. Just tell me your name and your position.
All right, Delroy Patterson, head coach of Leeds United, and to my right is my assistant, Mr. Noel.
Right. Nice. This is what's Noel Williams. Noel Williams. So let me talk about Leeds getting to the finals. I mean, this is the first time you guys are going to meet. I'm going to so far in the FA Cup.
Correct. The last time I think we would have won a league knockout so many years ago. Leading up to the finals, hard journey. We had Cudler Hall first, and then we had Speyside United, which is a very, very heavy team, and then we had one of the hardest teams in the league, which is Stokely Vale. They gave us a good fight. I mean, that game was back and forth, up and down, a lot of controversy. everything that a game would want. So it was a beautiful game, and then here we are. In the finals.
I mean, tell me about the mood in the camp, Nigel. I mean, obviously, sorry. Going into our finals, forget about all the game before, but heading into our finals against Mr. very good and Roxbury Express team. I mean, how has the preparation been from the semi-final to now? And what's about the mood in the camp?
Well, the players in them so far, they're motivated. We gaining the little training stuff that we needed to, and from there we could take it on later on tonight, and from there we go. From there we go just take it on.
And what has been the key to success in this next cup this year?
Well, going forward, we have good players. Kian Boucher, the captain.
We're
bringing in a new player, Craig Daniel. You know, we are dangerous players. We are. Who else? We have a good defense as well. So I think going forward tonight, we should do good. We should do good. We prepared well enough whole week, right? Especially with the penalties, because we penalties well for the last game, right? We work on penalties a lot, set plays, you know. So tonight, I know Roxbury is a good team. I've been telling everybody so far since watching the tournament from the start. Roxbury Lakers is a team that have plenty of experience and they have plenty talented players, and they're playing well. So they have to be in the P's and Q's.
As I mentioned with Larry and Chevron, in terms of Roxbury Lakers, I mean, no strangers to pick up on finals. You guys have been here before, and you have won it before, right? Yes. 4 times. So you're going to be a good title. Any fear in terms of the opponents today?
Well, basically, football is played on the day. We may be the better team on paper, stuff, but on the day, that's where the game is. But with our preparation and everything, I think we are ready and we are prepared to face whatever encounter Leeds may come up with us against tonight.
And Chevron, I've seen so many different teams, right? You're now back to the Roxbury Lakers. This is the first season back to Roxbury? Yes. So what made you make that change to come back home this time?
Good question, Marcus. Actually, after the last season, I saw the roster for Lakers for this season, and I saw that there were a lot of youths. So I really wanted to be that senior figure in the crop of youths. You know, to give us sort of a mixture to what Lakers would be preparing to do this year. So that was basically my decision for coming back home, to be mixed with the youths. And to give some of them the experience, and some of them now probably a title, trophy below their belt. So we have the opportunity to do that tonight, and we do everything in our power to ensure that happens.
As I've asked Leeds, what about the mood in the camp for you guys coming into this final?
The mood is great. The mood is great. It's fantastic. I understand everybody knows what is at stake and know what we want to do, and we set out at the beginning of the season. We had some objectives, and this is one of them. And hopefully that we could take it out and accomplish one of our objectives for the season.
And in terms of plans for Leeds, what do you think you guys would need to do tonight to get past a very resilient looking Leeds team?
And we don't want to let out the secret. We'll surely feel a play.
And we can expect all of Roxbury to be there as well.
The whole East side, representing the Eastern Conference tonight.
Yeah, fantastic. I mean, because what we have, you can send a shout out to your fans to be there this evening.
First thing first, I want to shout out to our coach, technical staff, our captain, Tikil Mahabal, aka Pakrash. Standing in for him right now. I know you guys are locked in and watching. I know we are ready for later, mentally and physically. To the fans of Roxbury, to the Eastern Lions, I ask that you come out and support this evening. I ask that both teams may put on a great show this evening for the whole of Tobago to see. Both Leeds and ourselves play a great game of football and for us to lift the standard of football in Tobago.
Yeah, fantastic. And Leeds, I give you an opportunity to call up Wim.
Well, of course. Well, we don't have to call them out. They done.
The Leeds done. The whole of the east side done there already with the basket. You know what I mean? But first of all, we want to say thanks and glory be to God. I mean, without His presence, none of this would be possible. I mean, thanks for being here. Thanks for having us. You know, our entire team is grateful. We played great football through the season, so I want to thank them as well, the guys and them, my coaching staff. Big up Tunia, our physio. She did a great job, right? I mean, big up to Roxbury as well. We'll see you guys later. We ain't much to say. I mean, my footballers talk on the field, so We'll see you guys later.
All right, so the entrance fee for the finals, this big final, is just $50. Patrons to come in. As I said, we'll have some entertainment for them as well. And I know the football will be entertaining because if you look at how the teams will have been playing in the previous games, very positive, very aggressive going forward. I don't think it will change tonight, and therefore fans could look forward to an entertaining and feisty game. So therefore there's lots to look for. And I want to thank them for coming out and supporting football because the guys need the support. You know, we're talking about reducing crime, but this is one of the avenues we need to use to reduce crime. Support the youngsters, and they would continue to play football and even improve their game. Let me also indicate now to these two lads that we will be having a foreign audience looking in at the game because we have been doing some work out there, trying to get some scouts to look at the game. So they will be looking on. So I expect everybody would give up their best in terms of not only just for your club, but for yourself, because we're trying to see how far we can push it to be the football.
Fantastic. I mean, before you go, let's tell me the value of this trophy.
I'll keep that a secret. Just let you know that it's 24 inches tall. And the winner goes with this trophy. It doesn't come back to TFA. The winner keeps this. This is what we decided that we want to give the winners. They deserve of something good to go with. There are other prizes on stake. Of course, we have the MVP of the match as well. And a lot of medals. They're very, very heavy. I want to take 2.
Fantastic. If you are popular with the Football Association, the Cup finals,
the first game kicks off at 6 p.m., but the finals will actually start at 8:30 p.m.
At 8:30. Let's wait. To get inside there, and we have 2 very good teams. Like they are very good. I went to the semi-finals and really good games. I mean, Leeds United, Victor Red Sharks by 2 goals to 1, and Red Square ran away with a 4-1 victory. So expect plenty of goals this afternoon for only $50. So wishing you guys all the best, and of course, no dreams waste but entertainment. And we'll take a short break, and we come back, we're going to talk with Nigel D'Souza out of Phoenix. But don't forget to share the live, share the live, share the live.
Thinking about spending Christmas in Tobago? Well, call us at Thorns Place. We are located at the hills of Scarborough, 5 minutes away from the port, with rooms starting at 200 TT. Call us now at 745-7306 or 682-8676. Follow us on Facebook. Check us out on Instagram. Message us on WhatsApp at Thorns Place. Your Christmas in Tobago will be even more special.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
And viewers, welcome back.
And of course, behind the sporting segment, I thank the guys of the Tobago Football Association for being here.
Expecting a really good finals on later. I invite you to them, but we're chatting with Nigel D'Souza, head coach of FC Phoenix. Nigel, good morning.
Morning, Marcus.
Nigel, new season. Last season was your debut season. Anything could have happened last season. But some people say you guys are season campaigners. And people will be expecting a lot from you this season. Tell me about the preparations coming into this season and expectations of this season from Phoenix.
Well, we started earlier than most teams just because we wanted to ensure that we got in our proper preseason this time.
Right.
A well-structured one because obviously last season it was short notice into the season, so we really didn't get our preparation. But we got in our preparation. We got the use of the gym at Shaw Park due to sports and EID cut, so we're thankful for that. That was a big incorporation into our preseason. So we're looking forward to the new season, and expectations is to win every game and see where we end up at the end of the season.
New signings?
Yeah, we lost a couple of guys, and we also brought in a couple of guys. Like Sean Roberts, Ratchap, he's back home with us. Cassidy, he played with the Defence Force. Cassidy Davidson, who is a former National Under-20 player. He good, talented.
Right.
TJ Keys, Allen.
TJ Keys, Bethel.
From Bethel.
Right.
We bring in Dylan Beckles from Bethel as well. So we replenish the squad as best as possible, and we're looking forward to the new season.
So tell me about the players that you lost as well.
Well, we know we lost Jem to Police, and we lost Adriel George to Defence Force.
George.
Yeah, so two big misses, really big misses, and then obviously Shinori. He on the older side now, he's back home playing with his local club finisher. He's coaching and playing. So we lost some experience and some quality, but I think we have be able to we replace them well.
Right. And last season we finished what?
We finished sixth.
Sixth out of how many teams?
Out of 11.
And tell me about your plans and expectations this year.
Well, there's 12 teams now. Because Jablete is back in the league. So there's 12 teams now. That they are stalwarts within the professional league. But for us, the goals doesn't change. We expect and demand from ourselves to do better than we did last season, and I think we worked that way throughout the preseason, and the guys are excited and looking forward to the season.
Yeah, I know last season you had a challenge with our home venue as well, and anything changes this next season?
No, nothing changes. Drytalk is still designated as that. As for now, the ground at Canaan still hasn't been upgraded as yet. I mean, there have been talks with sports, and they trying to get it sorted. When that will be is another story. But in the interim, still Drytalk. But for now, our first 5 games in Trinidad, and then because I think Drytalk hosting Crifta.
Oh yes.
Right, so that put some.
Guys, the conference will be hosting the Caribbean games, but obviously we're using Drytalk in the meantime because
correct
for repairs.
Correct. So
I guess they'll be using.
So for now, our games, the first 5 games is in Trinidad.
Right.
Then we are supposed to play Drytalk on the 12th, but that is uncertain.
Again, who's your first game and what and when?
Alright, so we're going down to play Point Fortin Civic Centre at the Atobolan Stadium on the 8th. That's Sunday the 8th. So like next week Sunday. That's all.
Sunday. Wow.
So you'll have a busy Christmas season.
Yeah. They're playing football throughout the Christmas. Yeah. So, but I mean, the professional football, we have to do what we need to do and be prepared to play through that season.
Yeah, fantastic. Nigel, short interview this morning
of PSC is just to inform the fans of Phoenix and all of Tobago, because Phoenix the only team participating at the pro league level. And over here, so we can continue following Phoenix on social media to know about the games and all them different things.
Should be seeing some updates coming soon on the social media, both Facebook and Instagram. So you'll see that coming soon.
Okay, any departing words?
Just Tobago, we look forward to your continued support. We have a well-rounded, good quality young squad, and we look forward to really giving the Tobago fans our continued good performances and try to carry the name as best as we could.
Yeah.
So we look forward to the season.
Fantastic. Nigel, thank you so much for being here this morning. We've been chatting with Nigel. This is the head coach of FC Phoenix, only team out of Tobago participating in the Trinidad and Tobago Premier League. And of course, they are going to be hoping they can do better than their 6th place finish last season. Correct. And of course, I'll be training them on as well. So guys, this brings an end the sporting segment here on Tobago Television this Friday. I want to show you guys over to Good Morning Tobago with Natalie. Of course, don't forget to share the live. Share the live. Share the live.
needed to do this. And by this, I mean recognize publicly the persons that not only participated in the 2024 edition of the Tobago Heritage Festival, but the persons who put their best feet forward, put their talent on display. This morning we are here to recognize the winners across the categories in the Tobago Heritage Festival Calypso Monarch competition, our folk fiesta, our Junior Miss Heritage competition, and to distribute checks to our community groups that participated.
Hi, I am Gavi Sandy. I participated in the Tobago Heritage Calypso Monarch and I am the winner, second time in a row. I'm very excited, not only about collecting the check, but collecting it at a faster time than last year. You know, that's something I really appreciate. They put in the effort to pay out the monies faster, and I truly appreciate that.
I am Lesbian Ellis, mother of Gavi Sandy, and I placed in the Tobago Calypso Heritage Monarch, and I placed fourth, second time in a row. While I appreciate getting the money earlier than last year, I wish I had it for my birthday, which was in September.
We are grateful for the monies because, you know, we work very hard, and I mean, when you work hard, you must get paid. But apart from that, you know, we take pride in our culture. We do not do it for the money. We do it to keep the culture alive, to spread, you know, the information, you know, the knowledge. So that's and for the fun, we enjoy what we do.
That was a production of the Department of Information, Office of the Chief Secretary, Tobago House of Assembly.
We're thrilled to announce the Tobago Agri-Tech Innovation Summit 2024. This transformative event taking place from December 2nd to 3rd at the Shore Park Complex will focus on the theme Climate Change, Resilience and Adaptation in Agriculture. As the first of its kind on the island, the summit aims to position Tobago as a leader in agricultural innovation, addressing climate change challenges and showcasing agri-tech solutions that will shape how we grow our food, manage resources, and ensure our sustainable future.
The Tobago Agri-Tech Innovation Summit is about more than introducing technology. It is about creating a mindset shift. We want our farmers to not just survive, but to flourish in a modern, tech-enabled agricultural landscape. This event will provide practical training and workshops for farmers on digital farm management, precision agriculture, and innovative practices.
That was a production of the Department of Information, Office of the Chief Secretary, Tobago House of Assembly.
We now return to your regularly scheduled program.
Energy fill the skies. I say thanks for favor. So wake up and hear me neighbor. 60,000 people strong, and the vibes is never wrong. We are beauty, we are power. We are people in the sun. We are beaches, we are rivers. We are melanated ones. We special. Tobago is number
morning, Tobago. So let me wish you compliments of this season. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. However you may want to say it is the season to be happy. And I want to just get into our news right now, and let's just pay attention to that. And of course, after news, we will meet our very first guest for this morning. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley announced the government's acceptance of the Salaries Review Commission recommendations for salary increases for various public officials, including the Prime Minister. Despite public and political opposition, Dr. Rowley defended the recommendations as fair compensation for the country's structure. He emphasized that the SRC conducted thorough work over 9 years and maintained that their recommendations were reasonable. While acknowledging public dissatisfaction due to economic conditions, Rowley suggested it might help if the SRC members explained their decisions publicly. In a post-cabinet media briefing yesterday, the Prime Minister addressed concerns about the operations of the Registrar General's office in Tobago, denying claims by the Chief Secretary in a media briefing that the central government is deliberately individual interpretations of the law rather than government policies. However, to resolve this issue, the Prime Minister instructed the Attorney General to review the matter, engage with the Registrar General, and ensure Tobago's interests are protected from personal biases and preferences. Opposition leader Kamala Prasad-Bisesa slammed the Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Rowley, for accepting the Salaries Review Commission's proposed salary increase, calling him tone-deaf and accusing him of prioritizing self-interest over citizens' struggles with crime, high living costs, and poor healthcare services. She criticized the government for economic mismanagement, lack of accountability, and the failure to address pressing national issues. Prasad-Bisesa reiterated her opposition to salary increases for politicians, advocating instead for better pay for judicial officers and public servants. She pledged that a United National Congress government would focus on accountability, citizen welfare, and national prosperity. And that was your news in 90 seconds. And of course, as I promised, we will have a chat with our very first guest on GMT this morning, no stranger, Mr. John Arnold, and we are going to talk about Tobago Star Quest. I know many of you have been following. We had a semi-final night last evening, and of course one on the 14th. And it's just about who, is going to be in that final. So I would invite the Chief Judge, Mr. O'Connor, better known as Happy, to just hand over these results. So we are going to get these results the very first time. Whatever happened last night, the judges deliberated, and on Tobago Updates this morning on GMT. So I hope those of you who were part of the production for the semi-finals, you're listening. Maybe you know someone who was a contestant, call them up. Let them listen to find out if they are moving on. So, Mr. O'Connor, I invite you to hand over that precious envelope. We should have it.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes. We should have it in a steel briefcase with locks, right? But it is exciting to know that after all your work, you have an opportunity to move on. So, Mr. Arnold, before we open that very precious envelope, Tobago Star Quest, tell us a little how you are involved. I know it's a team of you. Tell us your portfolio and how did this come about?
Yeah, well, I think with the demise of Scouting for Talent, I think a number of persons were talking about how we can bridge that gap and how we can fill the gap. And then came this idea, several persons were involved, Cyril Collier, Mr. Devines, Kwan, brought together some really solid people. And in working together, we were able to get this off the ground. So we did get a good support from the Ministry of Sport and Community Development in Trinidad as a start. And that really augured well because we were now able to move throughout the communities of Tobago and now ask people to come forward with their amateur talent. So the hope is really a futuristic one that we take this moment here where we harnessing and bringing the talent on the showcase platform But beyond that, we want to do things like training, and next year, hopefully, we're able to do that and to obviously see something that will become a sustainable product for the years to come.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate the feature of the Tobago Star Quest team, the judges moving from community to community.
Yes.
I think it allowed persons who may not have come to one main central point for 1 year, 2 days to say, well, if you're so close to me, if you're so close to home, let me come out. In terms of, because I know you would have been there, of course, overseeing the productions, maybe even sitting as a judge, giving feedback to these amateurs who want to improve. What was that experience like?
Yeah, so what we did was we moved around, and we in the preliminaries, what we did was just judge whether or not this person has talent to go to the semifinal. And what we did with everybody was give real valuable feedback to some. Some persons we actually advise come back next year. You need to do some serious work. But some people we moved them forward, and then we told them what they needed to do to improve on what they were doing. So the experience has been good. And for me, I'm a developmental freak. I like to see development. And so it was good to see real people coming forward. And I think for me, I was able to see people in Palatavere, Belgarden, Seville, Castara. But these are all people that are doing their thing in the little spaces, but now they're getting the publicity because we're doing this on television and so on. So for me, I think this all goes well. And as I said, it will redound to real good success for Tobago as we do that. And we hope that the powers that be can certainly support it in terms of moving these artists from one tier to the next tier.
Right. And as an individual, of course, a musician, someone in this the entertainment sector, even all the work you would have done with the Signal Hill Alumni Choir, seeing young persons, because I realized a lot of the contestants were young. I don't know if there was an age group, but I saw different ages right across, and I really found that to be another high point of the production that sometimes we give opportunities just to a particular group, but here it was just bring a talent.
Bring a talent. Child, old, over 50, under 50. It doesn't matter.
All right, so I think we spoke enough. The people are waiting. We don't have drums, but I could give you a lap roll. Let's listen. Who is going to move on to the finals? Do we have a date for the finals as yet, Mr. Arnold?
Yes,
tell us. Okay,
14th
so
of December.
All right, so we're looking at like 2 weeks, right? Yes, excellent.
And they have to tear.
Let's just get into that envelope.
I have to tear.
Maybe the briefcase might have been easier to open.
Oh my God.
All right, so these names are going to be released for the very first time on Tobago Update GMT this morning. So go ahead.
So, and this is in no particular order. This is a list of performers, that moves forward to the finals on December the 14th at Shaw Park at 8 p.m. Admission, $100. Jada George, she was in semifinal 1. Elliot Davis, Darren Thomas, Amari Douglas, Janelle Moore, Melanie Melville, Jeremy Stewart, Elijah Cyrus, Anderson McPhee, and Khadijah O'Connor.
Right.
So Khadijah O'Connor, Anderson McPhee, Elijah Cyrus, that's the magician, Jeremy Stewart, Melanie Melville, Janelle Moore, Amari Douglas is the only panelist in the finals, Darren Thomas, Elliot Davis, and Jada George. Congratulations to the 10, and this is going to be a really powerful final.
And
I know all of these, they're all good.
And you mentioned it's on the 14th of December, so I want our viewers to mark that. It's about supporting our own.
Yeah.
I always encourage us. they would roll out the $1,000 or whoever to go pay to see whomever. But this is us. This is our thing. These are, you know, and I think I would have interviewed Miss George before she had her semi-finalist debut, and you know what came out is like, I'm like, Jada, if when you make it like on a big stage, I can say I interviewed you, you know, so go out and pay $100. That's not much. And then, you know, when these young minds and they foster their talent and they move on, you can be in the boasting list and say, oh yes, I know that person when they're here and I see them perform long time, you know, so let's really come out and support. You know, and you mentioned a magician and a panel, so are all the other finalists vocalists?
Yes, but what I mean, just looking at it, I realize we have a jazz singer, a gospel singer, a calypsonian. Right. I mean, this is really a solid show. Right. Yeah, this is. You can't get both. Yeah, you can't get both.
So it's not. Yes, it's the dominance of vocalists are there, but you're getting the different genres coming out and different styles, of course. So you definitely will be entertained. So I know many of us sometimes are looking for family-oriented activities on the island to do. This is definitely one. You know, December 14th at Shore Park Cultural Complex at 8 p.m. Only $100. You are being charged to be a part of history in the making. Has this ever been done before? Is Tobago Star Quest a first time event?
This is the first of this kind of AGT model. Right. Yeah, this is the first.
So again,
definitely
you're getting to be part of history. You are going to be in the final, in that audience who's taking in the finalist, and you know, really just supporting our own. You know, any words of advice for our finalists?
Well, we are planning a workshop for all the finalists. That would take place next week, and this is really kind of a workshop to basically kind of give everybody the tips, to just give them the edge, because most of these really are solid people, and we're just looking forward to people in Tobago coming out to really experience the creme de la creme. The Ministry of Sport and Community Development and the Tobago House of Assembly, we have Fire One. We have Mr. Solo has also helped us, and we're really looking forward, thanks to Montelvin for putting up the judges and so on, and so we're really looking forward to this final. I'm excited. I'm really excited.
So this is serious. Serious.
Yeah, this is a really nice bunch of performers here. You know?
Excellent, and congratulations to all of not just to the finalists, but those of you who are bold and brave enough to maybe come out of your comfort zone and said, let me share my talent with other people. So keep pressing on. It doesn't mean that you have failed if you miss the final mark. It's only so many people can get in, but I know that you can continue to develop your art form, develop your talent, and come strong next year, so that you will definitely get in on that list. So congrats again to the finalists, and all the best. Those of you who heard a name, you know, call them up, send them a message, let them know, you know, you're getting the finals. You are on Tobago Star Quest. So thank you so much, Mr. John Arnold. Viewers, we go for a quick break, and when we return, we'll have another set of guests ready to share some information with you.
Standards Black Friday deal starts now with 35% off select television, 30% off select appliances, 25% off Christmas decor, 15% off select divans, 20% off select furniture, and you can shop in store and online. Standards Black Friday deal. Nobody beats us on price. Believe it.
Want to get better? Where to start? What kind of exercise to do? What to eat? How to get restful sleep? Need a doctor to search for root cause? Look no further. Come to Majuba Hill Lifestyle Center Foundation at our Wellness Center in Goodwood, or Food Hub in Darrow Springs, Scarborough, or Doctor's Office in Goodwood and Darrow Spring. Contact 49 Swift 4979 438.
Get ready, Tobago Tobago Day 2024 is quickly approaching. Celebrate with us. Here's the schedule of activities. November 22nd and 23rd, Tobago Day launch and motorcade. November 16th to December 8th, Battle of the Cards. November 29th, Interdivision Triathlon 5 a.m. at Buku Integrated Facility. November 30th, THA Sports and Family Day 6 p.m. Buku Integrated Facility. Celebrate with us on December 1st at the Chocolate and Mud Juve 5 a.m. to 12 noon at Lure Cocoa Estate in Goldsboro. On December 4th, we give thanks with a Thanksgiving service from 9 a.m. at Lambo Church of God. 6:30 p.m. Tobago Day Awards. December 5th, Youth Plenary at 1:30 p.m. at the Assembly Legislature. December 6th, Chief Secretary's Art Competition and Prize Giving Ceremony. December 14th, Tobago Fashion First, Opulence Enhanced. 6:30 p.m. Magdalena Grand Beach and Golf Resorts. Tobago Day, push for progress. 44 in 24.
Please be advised that the date and venue for the Tobago Day Thanksgiving service has been changed to Thursday, December 19th at the Shore Park Complex. Start time 9 a.m. Come give thanks with us as we continue our Tobago Day celebration.
The future of farming is here. The Tobago Agritech Summit 2024 is happening December 1st to 3rd at the Shore Park Complex. With climate change reshaping our agriculture, it's time to adapt. Discover the latest in farming and fishing technology, sustainable practices, and innovative solutions. Get inspired by industry leaders, cutting-edge tools, and hands-on experiences. Tickets and more info at tags.gov.tt or follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Tobago Agritech.
Welcome back, viewers. Thank you for staying with us on GMT. Good morning, Tobago. It is Friday, the 29th of November. And of course, we are at Standards Distributors Limited. So we're on the outside, as Adana would say. We're not in studio in downtown Scarborough this morning. And for those of you who have been following us from 7 o'clock this morning, you know that there's a hum, a buzz. I don't know if you can hear all the plastic wrapping noise happening behind us. It means people are spending money. They are getting deals. But let's turn to our guests sitting with me this morning. We have Chrisanne Daniel and Leroy George, both from the Tobago Writers Guild. Chrisanne, you are the secretary of the guild, and we have Mr. George, who is a public relations officer. So I'm not sure who would want to answer this, but for our viewers who never heard about TWG, Tobago Writers Guild, what is that organization about and why do you exist?
Quest.
Hi, good morning.
Right,
so the Tobago Writers Guild, it's 18 years old, although we've been registered for only 13 years. And we function more or less like a union. We're an NGO, a non-government organization, and we function kind of like a union for writers, but also as a motivating sector for writers also. So we have exercises, we've been doing exercises very recently, showing writers how to become more prolific as writers, etc. Even the next meeting that we're going to have, which is tomorrow, we're going to have Candice Jackson, who I'm pretty sure you're acquainted with. She is the vice president of the Media Association of Trinidad and Tobago, and she's going to be coming to one of our regular meetings and showing us how to become more prolific as writers of articles, newspaper articles and magazine articles, etc. Because every single Friday, if you buy a Guardian newspaper, around page 20-25, somewhere thereabout, you would see an article that is written by one of the Tobago Writers Guild writers. And so of all the writers we have over 60-some writers. They all have an opportunity to send in their articles, etc., and have it published. So, and just about every article that has ever been sent in by any of our writers has been edited, etc., by our president. Most times does the editing, but there are other people like Sean Bigat Hodgkinson, etc., who would help with the editing, and it gets published out there.
Who is the president of the Tobago Writers Guild?
Jewel Bean George, I believe you'd be acquainted with her. She has a show on the show, on this this book club corner, which happens every Wednesday, and so that is the president of the Tobago Writers Guild.
So what's the benefit? I see myself as a writer.
What's the benefit of joining an organization like this?
Well, the benefit that you can get, you have guidance from persons who are also published authors there as well. And also we have workshops that we can teach authors, wannabe authors basically, how to go about writing, how to get your work published, you know, all these sorts of things. So you learn a lot. And also we bring in persons who are established to come and teach persons in the guild how to go about, you know, to be a successful author, that is.
And for those who may consider themselves writers and never realize that this wonderful organization exists right here in Tobago, how can they become a member?
Well, they can go on our website, the Tobago Writers Guild website, and they see the forms that they can fill out also. And, you know, fill out your form, and, you know, of course, our president will also get back to you and he'll let you know that your application has been accepted also. So basically that, yeah. So it's quite
is
easy.
it only for published authors, or if I just consider myself a writer, can I say, well, I'm a writer? Do I have to show you my work if I want to be a part?
You join the Tobago Writers Guild without even writing one single article,
okay,
without having anything published.
All right, fair enough.
You have the ability to write, then you call, right? The number that comes immediately to my mind, 484-6726, right? You could call that number, or you could WhatsApp 750-8369, and you would get an interview most likely by the public relations officer like myself, or maybe the secretary or the president, and we just find out what your interests are, etc., because there are different committees within the Tobago Writers Guild, like the lecture series, like Next Chapter, which the more artistic writers tend to be a part of that, etc. So we figure out where you fit in, so once you get in, you can hit the floor running and really be the best writer that you could be. So that's how you go about
because
doing
the
that.
support is there. So sometimes, people think you have to be on the professional side of the art form to join the organization, but I really like the idea of coming in, even as an amateur, yes, and being shaped and molded and being put on the path so you can hone your skills. Excellent. So let's go back to that first event you spoke about, the hybrid meeting that takes place Saturday the 30th of November. You mentioned the feature speaker would be Candice Jackson, and of course we are very familiar with Candice right here in Tobago Updates, and she's a vice president of the Media Association of Trinidad and Tobago, also known as MAT. And Candice is going to be, tell us again, Candice is going to be guiding the participants on what topic?
On exactly how to go about writing journalistic articles, right? So articles for newspapers and also articles for magazines, etc. As you know, Candice, she is the vice president of the Media Association for Trinidad and Tobago. And so we've been doing very regular meetings on writing exercises, etc. And so this is a regular meeting, but even though it's a regular meeting, if you would like to learn how to be a better writer where journalistic writing is concerned, and that's the type of writing I do myself also, then you could just reach either of those numbers that are called right there, 484-6726. You could call also your WhatsApp 750-8369, and you could be a part of it. You could have a discussion.
This is a hybrid meeting, so tell us what you mean.
So if you want, you could come to the Shaw Park Multicultural Complex, right, at 5 p.m. tomorrow. That's where we're going to have it. The persons at the front desk right there will guide you to where the room is, etc. Or if you want, you could go to the Tobago Writers Guild Facebook page or Instagram page. You will make sure and put it everywhere, and there will be a Google Meet link. And you would be able to follow the Google Meet link so that you could be there virtually if you don't want to be there physically or cannot be there physically.
Right, excellent. Of course, Chrisanne, I want to bring you on the conversation, and let's talk about the union, December 8th. Tell us about that event.
Okay, well, that event is basically the union where we have usually the Writers Guild put on two major events, that is the Reading Fest and the Literary Fair. But this year we decided, okay, we're going to join the two. But the Reading Fest is basically where we invite the amateurs, persons who are not part of the guild, to come and perform, right? And from there now they will be able to join our group, right? And then also the Literary Fair is basically, pardon me, where we have persons, members of the group who perform for the Literary Fair. So this year we decided we're going to put the two together. So we're going to have the part where the amateurs come to perform and also the members perform. So we're going to join and have a collaboration this year, December the 8th, at the Anne Mitchell Gift Auditorium in Scarborough. So that will start at 6:30 p.m. So it's going to be basically a really amazing day for persons to showcase their talents, right? So we're inviting persons. They can contact us at the number 468-7203. You can reach out, and say whatever you want to perform. And of course, we'll put you in on the itinerary for performance.
Right, so another forum where you can showcase your talent, or just, maybe you challenge yourself to do something before the end of the year. Well, time is definitely running out, but here you have an opportunity to perform at the union. Again, that is going to be held on the 8th of December, the Scarborough Library at the Anne Mitchell Gift Auditorium. And now I have a ticket in my hand, and I saw the entrance fee, and I don't know if I'm reading it right. So let Chrisanne tell me if I'm seeing my glasses is working properly.
Yes, you're seeing it right. It's only $20 this year. We just put the prices down there a bit here, because also you want to encourage persons to come and also participate in our Christmas hamper drive as well. So you want to make it accessible. We don't want persons to feel like, hey, this is too much, we can't afford it. So I find $20 is just basically it's a small fee to pay for a really amazing event.
Let's not call it a fee, but a
contribution.
Oh yes, thank you. Wonderful word. Wonderful
contribution. Because again, it's about supporting the art form, supporting an organization that sees the need in developing our own people here on the island. And can children come, even if they want to perform? Can a mommy call you and say, I have a child who likes to read, and I want them to read an excerpt from a book, or something like that? Can they do that?
Members of even from 6 years old performing, because we're so shocked to see that Tobago has such an amazing talent. And the children, we have children from as young who have wrote their own stories. We had children performing last year for the Reading Fest who wrote stories. What they did, that was coming from the St. Patrick Anglican School. And I think they had a really nice something that was going on there, but one of the teachers there. So she taught the children how to become writers and also how to publish. So they came with their stories and they ran. It was really amazing.
And as you mentioned that, I know that I think it's earlier this year, if I'm correct, the Little Jewels Early Childhood Center, they also had a project with their preschoolers where they wrote books, and the parents had to help produce it. So there was an exhibition at the library showcasing, and even of course it's preschoolers, so the language you could tell that some of them were really involved in the process, but then the parents now who produce these books with their creativity, it's amazing. And I said this is definitely a keepsake and a moment that these children would remember, because you saw some of them looking and they would call their friends' name, that's whoever book and that's my book, and for them to have that experience. So kudos to all of you who are encouraging our children, because it will definitely go a long way. So again, you have the meeting tomorrow at Shaw Park, right? And that's at Remind me the time, Mr. George.
That would be 5 p.m. And if I may just add one more thing, we were talking about how we reduced the price because originally the literary affair and etc. would be like $100, but drop it down to $20, etc. Also, in terms of contributions, every single year a lot of families look forward to getting a hamper from the Tobago Writers Guild because we have the hamper drive. December 14th is the day that we'll be giving out hampers to persons who would appreciate it the most in our society. But this year, we're also making a bit of a call to members of the society who may want to contribute in the hamper drive, whether it be donating of canned products or whatever they want to donate, etc. You could also do that. You could go to the Facebook page or you could call any of the numbers that you would have heard throughout the course of this interview here, and you could be a part of that.
And for those who are coming to the event, the union, can they also walk with their contributions of non-perishable items? Right, so $20 plus bring something that can go in the hamper. All right, definitely. I mean, $20 you could walk you could walk with a bag with something in there, right? And remember, it's the Christmas season, so yes, bring the rice, the flour, but throw in a little snack for the kids who didn't get anything really. You know, it's Christmas and we know how it can be. It's a very hard time for some families, but this organization is making a difference, so support them. And at $20, I don't want to take over your PR, but at $20, bring the family. Come on. You know, at $20, you can afford to bring the family and encourage your child even to be a part of it, or somebody you know. Let's encourage each other, because we had Mr. Arnold earlier talking about Tobago Star Quest, and it's about getting us comfortable to express ourselves, you know, to talk in front of people, to sing, to perform, and it really goes a long way. So thank you so much, and congrats to the entire team who, you know, sometimes organizing these things can be quite challenging, but you all have not given up and you keep pressing. So, and if you didn't get one of the tickets in hand, I am sure they will take your $20 at the door, because some of us, you know, we last minute in making up our minds, and you might say, you know what, I ain't doing nothing ready, I could well go the people thing. So December 8th, $20 your contribution, and walk with something that can also go along in our hamper. It will definitely be appreciated. So thank you so much. All right, so viewers, thank you for staying with us. We are not quite done yet. Of course, you know, Adana took her walk through in the store, so I have to get mine too. So when we come back, we'll see some of the shoppers on the floor and be reminded of all the activity happening down at Standards this morning. And remember, Standards sets the standards. So we'll be right back.
So wake up and hear me neighbor, 60,000 people strong.
Unwrap the magic of Christmas and have the best Christmas ever with a Christmas Wishes loan from Bethel Credit Union.
Up to $20,000 can be yours, so you can take care of all those Christmas expenses. You could even pay off all your debts and your credit card.
Come on down to where we make wishes come through, because we see you
at BCU.
Visit any of our offices today at 31 Bethlehem Road, Bethel, Tobago, or Mount Mary, Lower Scarborough, Tobago.
You can contact us at 639-8226-660-7358 or 631-1336.
Normal lending criteria apply. Think, plan, save with Bethel Credit Union.
Because we see you at BCU. We see you at BCU. Come on down, get a loan or two, cause we see you this Christmas at BCU.
Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
Are you thinking about spending Christmas in Tobago? Well, call us at Thorns Place. We are located at the hills of Scarborough, 5 minutes away from the port, with rooms starting at 200 TT. Call us now at 745-7306 or 682-8676. Follow us on Facebook. Check us out on Instagram. Message us on WhatsApp at Thorns Place. Your Christmas in Tobago will be even more special.
So guys, there are some new developments in housing in Tobago. So it's goat racing time. This is 116, the show that keeps you in the know with all things Tobago House of Assembly. Each week, 116 delivers a fun and engaging overview of the latest developments, achievements, activities, and events of our dynamic assembly. So join me. Let's dive into the Tobago House of Assembly's Week in Review right here on 116.
So I'm here with Jayan Campbell, supervisor at Standard Distributors. And of course, you know, I want you to tell our viewers what's happening because we know it's Black Friday.
Of course.
And that means something if you come down to Standard. So tell us a little about it, and we could walk through so viewers can see what's happening as well.
Definitely. So at the back of us, you see the buy one, get one free area. Right. Well, most of the things gone already.
But I see the crowd is still there.
Yes. So they're grabbing whatever little they can.
Right.
And I definitely... more stuff may be coming out soon, who knows?
Yeah.
Right? So currently we have the buy one get one free. We have new arrivals where it is they're getting 10% off of those as well. And the items are going so fast.
Yeah.
It's very unbelievable right now.
So if somebody didn't realize that all this was happening, can they still come down?
Of course. I'm sure they could still find something on bagging.
Right.
You know?
And tell us about the discounts that your customers are enjoying today.
Right, so people are enjoying up to 60% off on televisions. They are also enjoying 40 to 60% off on the rugs.
Right.
They are also enjoying stoves. 20% off, 20% off top mount refrigerators.
Right.
It's a lot of stuff right now going on. You see a 65-inch TV going
I see
out the door.
It's leaving. It's out the door.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
So that is how fast the deals are going here today at Standards. And not only the sale does continue on today, the sale goes on to tomorrow. We are open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Okay.
We also have the live draw going to start in about 10-15 minutes shortly, where it is somebody will get the chance to walk away with the item for free, $3,000.
All right.
If it is this year item over the price, they can purchase the item and just they could purchase the item and just pay the difference.
Okay, and this is the season where people have sometimes a little extra cash or I always say, I don't know, like the appliances, there's no the time of the year, you have to get a new stove, sometimes a new fridge because it just stopped working.
Yeah.
And if you have to get it, I'm saying, and you can save, why not?
Definitely.
Yeah.
And also, we're not leaving out our credit customers, you know.
All right.
That same deal goes for our credit customers too.
Excellent.
All they have to do is just work with their job letter, pay slip, utility bill, and one form of FD, and they're good to go. Inside.
On the inside today. And again, it's not just today, Black Friday. We know that a lot of places are just focusing on today, but Standards had you, because this, you know, a lot of specials were done before. And of course, we know that sometimes some of you just can't get here. So it's happening tomorrow, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And the same Black Friday sale will be extended. Maybe we have to call it Black Saturday. I don't know. But we leave that to the powers that be. All right. So come on down to Standards. So let you encourage our viewers again that it's not too late to be a part of this experience. So go ahead, Jayan.
Definitely. So I would like to encourage you, all our viewers, buy one, get one free, 65% off on mattresses. We have the 50% off on our home goods, our Christmas goods. We have 40 to 60% off on the rugs. Listen, this is a deal you don't want to miss. You have more deals, more stuff to be rolled out. You never know what you can land on. You know, the TVs are going really fast. I really would like to encourage you all to come down. I had 2 people this morning out the door with the TV. Come on.
Yeah, and I saw them pressing on the doors this morning just before 7, waiting for those doors to be opened.
Definitely.
You know, amazing. And Adana said she was going to check out the buy one, get one free. I don't know if she'll leave anything for me, but after we shut down here, I am definitely going to check out that section so that I can benefit from this. So thank you, viewers, for staying with us. Thank you for being a part of today's GMT, and we really just want to encourage you to be safe. We know many of you are hustling to get down here, so take your time, go easy on the road. We want you to arrive alive. We want you to be safe.
Definitely.
And all right, and you know, remember standards, set the standards, and we want you to come down and be happy, right?
Yes.
So Jayan, thank you so much for walking us through.
Not a problem.
All right, we have all the information. It's quite clear.
Yeah.
Right. And again, it goes until 7 p.m. this evening.
Tuesday afternoon.
Start all over 7 a.m. tomorrow until 7 p.m. So thank you, viewers, for staying with GMT. I am Natalie C.D. Richardson. And as I always remind us on a weekend, stay safe.